It's time for the talking to stop and the fighting to start. This should be good. I'm Todd Grisham, and watching this live with me is Johnny Nelson.
Hi, Todd. Nice to be here with you.
And now it's time for the tale of the tape. Aadam Prince Jr. Hamed. And he'll be facing Ricardo Mayorga, 175 centimeters tall with a reach of 175 centimeters.
Todd, this is well anticipated. I'm so looking forward to this tear-up. These two are really up for it. You know what? Nobody believes they're going to lose.
It's Aadam Prince Jr. Hamed. A lot of hype around this fighter. How high will his ceiling be? We'll get some answers tonight. Ricardo Mayorga, willing to fight anyone and everyone, faced some of the best boxers in the division. Who could forget when he beat Vernon Forrest in one of the biggest upsets of the year to win a world title?
As soon as the bell goes, don't blink. That fight could be over.
This bout is scheduled for 10 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Surrey, England, and the famed boxing family, here is the son of the prince, Aadam Hamed. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Managua, Nicaragua, introducing the colorful two-weight division champion of the world, El Matador, Ricardo Mayorga.
All the talking has been done. It's time to start doing the walking.
Todd, it's a pleasure and an honor to be here at this venue. It's going to be something special.
Thousands of fans here in attendance tonight, but when the bell rings, there will only be two that we're talking about. These athletes have promised us a war. Let's see if they deliver. Got him there. Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. Good counter punching. They both want a highlight reel knockout. Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right back at you.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
Nice counter shot. Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. His stamina is off the charts. Missing with that jab. When are we going to see a jab from these two? You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Hamed in that last round. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Going to need a knockout.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
Forget about that round. Yes, I like that round. Good round. Feel good.
And there's the bell for round two. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Punch, counter punch. The This fighter told us yesterday, if he doesn't win by knockout, he doesn't consider it a real victory. That's the mentality he has.
Sluggers are an absolute nightmare. They will stay in your face, not give you a breather, not step back when you think, all right, let's have a breather. They want to get stuck right in.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would... Did you see that? Ricardo Mayorga is in trouble. Didn't wait long to get back and get engaged.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
A swing and a miss with the left hook. Oh, Hamed! Now in serious trouble. Didn't wait too long to get back and get engaged.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do you do?
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Hamed. Let's get it started in round 3. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. The hand speed in these lighter divisions is always so impressive, but if you can sneak in a power shot every once in a while and sit down on a punch, that's where you separate yourself. You'd like to see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. And Aadam Hamed has been dazed. Just goes to show you, hold it right there, and Hamed just got rocked. I thought we were going to see the finish there.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
And he scores with the counter. The referee might need to take a point here. Let's talk about Hamed in that last round. At this point, here we go to the 4th round. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Missed him with that uppercut. Here we go with these two lightning-quick lightweights.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
Those counter punches have to hurt. They walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble. Big shots from... Hold that thought! Oh, Aadam Hamed now. This is not where he wants to be. And down goes Hamed. How about that technique on on that headshot. Let's see it again and appreciate it more.
A shot from the gods took...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Come to me.
So they're back on their feet, but let's see how much they have left in the tank.
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your ego's hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting, and you've got to get up, suck it up, and think, right, I'm back in the game again. It's so hard for a fighter.
Final 10 seconds here, unless we get some late drama. I think we all know who won this round. Let's talk about Hamed in that last round. What a huge momentum swing that's going to be. Time for the 5th round. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Punches coming from every angle. Oh, Hamed now in serious trouble. I thought that was going to be a knockdown at least.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense, work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
Well, you know, in this division, you got to have speed and you got to have footwork, or you're going to be a cooked goose.
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
Both fighters landing in these exchanges, judge is going to have a tough job.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
What heart, what desire, but at what cost? A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's start the 6th. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Threw a punch and just got countered. His stamina is off the charts. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Jab slightly off target. Catch and shoot. There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
You'd like to see more jabs. Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. Has to be, despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Hamed in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they have...
Listen, we switched up. What do you do?
And there's the bell for round 7. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Good counter punch. Well, Johnny, you know, in the lightweight division, they've got fast hands, so get ready to see some lightning.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you've cheated, now we're going to find out.
Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. The straight right just misses. A very competitive round here so far.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Nice counter. The only fear you have with this fighter is, has he punched himself out? And he just missed with that left jab. Is he going to punch himself out, though? Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Hamed in that last round. Round 8, and we're off again. Let's see how much recovery they saw there in the last minute.
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
And Hamed just got rocked.
Wake up, they've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
How about that time counter shot? What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. That's a lot of swelling. The referee taking a good look at it. Is he going to stop it? Wow, so the referee is not going to stop it, and the fight continues. Let's talk about Hamed in that last round. Stamina is always an issue in a prize fight.
It's when you talk.
And we enter the ninth. They really seemed to exhaust themselves last round. Let's see what they have left.
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
Unlucky to miss with that jab. Can't score with that hook again. Stamina is so important for these two fighters because it allows them to use their skills throughout the match. It can all come down to who's in better shape.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just...
Whoa, Johnny, take a look at this action. And Aadam has been dazed. Disaster averted, it seems. We continue on.
Being dazed now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. Where's the precision? What are they thinking? That's clearly illegal. Let's talk about Hamed in that last round. You've heard the old phrase, this might come down to who wants it more, but it might come down to who's in. We've made it to round 10. How much is left in their tank after last round?
What are they doing that round? Are they trying to get an early night? That's a lot of energy burst. They did 6 rounds in one. They're going to be absolutely shattered.
You know, with lightweights, these guys are going to be lightning quick.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. Throws the jab, but does not score. Here we go with the lightweights. Get ready to see some blazing hand speed and fancy footwork.
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Hamed now. Oh no, is he going to go down? What a dominant performance.